At Dogfish, we're celebrating our 20th year this year, being a brewery down in coastal Delaware, and now we're coast to coast in 31 states. And as we've grown, we find ourselves with some interesting challenges and needs that we've never thought about before, one of them being a wastewater project, which is how we got on the radar of some GE equipment, a large energy production project as a way to get rid of a waste stream that's part of the brewing process. And that's what brings me to a wonderful show like this. Beer is a fermentation science, just like wine or spirits. You need a sugar source. For beer, it's barley. You cook it. You introduce it to yeast. Yeast actually makes the beer. People don't. People just control the environment that yeast works in. Yeast will eat the sugar, make alcohol, and away you go. Which, depending on which sugar source you start with, that's what alcohol you end up with. In wine, it's grapes. In beer, it's barley. In meat, it's honey. In bourbon, it's corn. So we use agricultural products and a wide variety of them depending on what flavor profiles you're aiming for. And at the end of making that beer in large tanks, you clean out the lines, you clean out the tanks, and all that extra agricultural product stuff with the water that you use to clean it and some mild detergents goes down the drain, and that becomes your waste stream. And we have been kicked off the municipal system that we were on a long time ago because it's a smaller town that wasn't capable of meeting a large user like us, and we've been spray irrigating on local farmland as liquid gold fertilizer. That's what the farmers call it, and that just doesn't scale. So eventually we needed a technology solution to solve our wastewater needs. There's two benefits to the project. One is we take our waste stream, which is that agricultural product, and we put it into the wastewater plant. And you have a clean water loop that comes out of that from a bioreactor into some ultrafiltration into reverse osmosis, and you get to drinking quality water again. And then you have the energy loop, because the bugs that are going to break down the microbes and that are going to break down the biological matter in the wastewater plant give off methane gas. And instead of flaring that and wasting the energy, we send that through a cogen unit, convert that gas into electricity, and then we reuse that electricity back in the brewery. If we don't need it, we kick it to the grid. So there's two benefits of the waste stream. One is a clean water loop, and one is a clean energy loop. And that's partially what makes the economics of the project work. And it's awesome when the necessity of a business decision lines up with a great environmental story and a great kind of reduce, reuse, recycle story. That's fantastic. In this case, it was definitely a win-win. And I started my career actually in the gas and chemical industry, and went on and did some graduate work. And from graduate school, I joined the beer business, and that's what I've been doing the last 12 months. So it's fun being on the business side, but also having a complete appreciation for the science and the art, because in brewing, it's a science meets art. That's what brewing's all about.